Okay, so after I've washed my hands, sanitized my hands, I put my gloves on. This has been already sanitized. Don't mind a little bit because I wanted to start this video over, but this has been sanitized. So I'm going to go ahead and measure out my mango butter. And I'm going to need 9 ounces of mango butter. So I'm at 4.6. 5.4. 6.7. And these are 12-ounce blocks, so I'm probably going to end up using most of this block, which is fine. I have more. I'm at 8.6. I need a little bit more. 9.1, which is also fine. So what I like to do is I move this away, but I like to break up some of the mango butter because it just makes it easier when it's melting. And I use the microwave only because it's such a small batch, but I keep a close eye on it to make sure that it doesn't get too hot, especially like if I'm doing shea butter. Yeah, I'm definitely watching that, making sure it doesn't get too hot. But literally as soon as this melts down, I take it out, so it's not sitting in there too long. But just by breaking it up a little bit, it just helps with the melting process, so it doesn't have to melt down these humongous chunks. And I absolutely love mango butter. I actually like mango butter over shea butter. It's a little bit firmer, but it has like a really, really silky, smooth texture. And it doesn't smell like mangoes. I kind of wish it did because I love mangoes. But it's not as strong as unrefined shea butter, which has like a really, really nutty, earthy smell to it. I mean, of course, you can get refined shea butter, but refined meaning that they take out a lot of the fragrance and the natural coloring. But I get mango butter because it's already light in color. It doesn't have a strong fragrance, so this is perfect for what I like to make. So now that that's done, I'm going to take this bowl, and I have to measure out emulsifying wax, and I like to measure it out separately than with the mango butter, only because if I weigh too much or pour too much in there, I don't have to sit there and dig through the mango butter to try to get it out. I can just pour it back in there. So I need 4.5 ounces, and I hope I have enough down here. I don't want to go upstairs. Of course, I just don't have enough. So let me go grab that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have my emulsifying wax, and I kind of got scared because I couldn't find it. But I'm like, I know I have emulsifying wax, but yeah, it was hidden from me. So I did change my gloves. I'm going to finish pouring 4.5 ounces. So I'm at 2.7, 2.6. And 4.5. So like I said before, I'm making a big batch because I have a whole bunch of different fragrances that I have to make. So instead of doing one at a time, I always make like a big batch and then separate everything. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and melt this down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I have it melted down, there were still like pieces floating around in there. I can go ahead and add my oils. I usually do this only because I don't want to heat my oils unnecessarily because that's pointless. So I usually just melt down everything that I need to melt down before adding my oils into the mix, which is only the mango butter and the emulsifying wax. So I'm going to use 3.75 ounces of almond oil, and I'll reset my scale. 2.7. Okay, and then I'm going to add 3.7 ounces of grapeseed oil. And I am going to add 1.5 ounces of argan oil. And because I ran out, I don't think I have any more argan oil. I'm just going to add 2.2 ounces of almond oil just to make up for the difference. And usually it depends on what you have, but I have like a vitamin E oil that is okay to use for, oh my gosh, in hot situations. Usually you would add this like at a cooler, usually you would add your vitamin E oil at a cooler phase, but because this vitamin E oil, I can add it at the heat phase. So I need 3 ounces of vitamin E oil. And now I'm going to give that a stir. This is just a spoon that I use to oh my goodness, I cannot talk. This is just a spoon that I use to cut up the mango butter. So after I just mix it, I'm going to give it a quick whisk, and that will be that. And that's just to make sure that everything is fully incorporated and mixed and blended together well. So now that I have this isn't hot anymore. I'm going to grab my big bowl and just pour this in there. And I want to make sure that I get out all of this product and all this goodness because I don't want any of it to go to waste. And plus, when you do this and scoop it out, it just makes it so much easier to clean later on because you're not having to clean off all the oil. And I love this spatula. It's like a little scoop spatula. I was only able to find one more like it, and I'm kind of upset because I really, really like this one. but it got damaged a little bit, so that now when I scoop it or use it to scoop stuff out, it has like it leaves a hole. I'm sure you'll see that later on in the video. So once everything is out, I pop this in the fridge. I would like to put it in the freezer, but my freezer is too small. My other freezer is full. So I'm just gonna pop this in the fridge and let it cool down until it's like, it hardens, but it's not fully hardened, but it's still soft and scoopy. But I'll show you guys that in a minute. So when that's done, I'll be right back. Okay, so while while my oils are cooling off, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I sanitize my jars. It's not complicated, but it is a little bit time consuming. But since I have time to spare at the moment, I figure why not do it now while I'm waiting. So that's what I'm going to do. And I am making 15 different body scrubs, 5 different fragrances, 3 scrubs of each fragrance gives me 15. So I counted out 15 jars. And basically all I do is just spray with 91% alcohol. And I do the lids as well. And I take a clean paper towel and just dry it out. It doesn't have to be completely dry because, of course, alcohol evaporates. But I just want to make sure that I spread the alcohol on throughout the entire jar. And even though these are literally brand new, I just took them out the package, I always try to do this because you never know. I don't know where these came from. I don't want to contaminate my products with not doing something as simple as just spraying it a little bit and wiping it down. And I wanted to mention I like these lids because they already come with little liners inside of them. I got them from Amazon. If I can find them, I'll post it down in the description below. But these lids are so awesome. But I also put something else on top of these. Well, no, I don't put something else on top of them because they already have that. But I also shrink wrap the edges so that when you guys get it, it's all nice and put together and professional. So I really do like these though. And then I just take them and move them off to the side because I don't need all these in my work area at the moment. Okay, so I don't know how long it's been. I've just been checking on it and making sure that it doesn't harden all the way, but I don't think it's done yet. But you can see like it has a nice firmness to it, but on the inside it's still a little bit liquid. So I'm going to give this a quick whip just to make sure it blends all the way so that the sides don't get too hard. As you can see, they're a little harder than the inside. So I'm going to blend it up a little bit and then I am going to pop it back in the fridge. If I put it in the freezer, it would be done already and I wouldn't have to keep going through this. But like I said, my freezer is full and this big bowl is not going to fit in my other refrigerator. So I have to make do with what I can. I guess it's better than letting it dry out at room temperature. So I'll take this, it's fine. So let me go ahead and give it a quick whisk. And yeah, it's a lot looser than I would expect. So maybe another 5-10 minutes, it should be good. And then I can actually start whisking and incorporating the air into it. Then I can add my sugar and Optifin, which is a preservative, and then we can start making some actual body scrubs, which I love this process. It's very calming to me. And just watching my creations come to life is like awesome. So I hope you guys do enjoy making your own body scrubs if that is what you want to do. I'm in the middle of working on making a printout for you guys so that you can make your own. So that'll be available really soon. And when it's done, I'll add it to all the body scrub videos that you can make your own body scrubs for yourself, or if you want to make them as gifts, or if you want to start your own business like I did. So I will pop this back in the fridge and I'll be back. Okay, so I let it sit in there for another 7 minutes, and it's perfect consistency for whipping. Absolutely perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and add my preservative. I use Optifin in everything. It's a natural preservative because I like to try to keep my products as natural as possible. But there are other ones, I'm not too familiar with them. I've been using Optifin since I started doing this. I haven't tried any other preservatives. And for me, the Optifin does perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Um, with a quick mix so that I'm not splashing Optifin everywhere. Probably should just use the whisk for this because now I have to clean this off again, but it's all right. I have my moments of dullness at times, and today is one of them, but it will be all right. So now I'm going to whisk away and add some like air bubbles, and you guys will see it like grow substantially, which is also fun. And as you can see, it's basically doubled in size, which is awesome. Exactly what I wanted. And I'm going to pop this back in the fridge for another couple of minutes before I add the sugar. When I found that when I whisk, it adds heat to it, and it kind of is too soft and goopy for my liking. So I just pop it back in the fridge for just a couple more minutes just to have it firm back up to the consistency that I like. So once that's done, I will be right back. All right. So I left it in there for another 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my sugar, my sugar. I need 2 pounds and 8 ounces of sugar. Unfortunately for me, my sugar is hard, so I have to try to break it up. So I'm using a rice strainer, and it works wonders at getting all the big clumps out. And I just take my hand and try to get as many of the big clumps out as possible. This is my least favorite part only because it makes a mess. There's sugar flying everywhere and then I have to clean it up, so it's not fun. Not even sure why the sugar is clumped up like that. Maybe it's the brand. Maybe my house is too moist and it clumps up. I have no idea. But we're gonna make do. All right, so this is a bit time consuming. Okay. It's like a workout of its own. So I'll take the scale away. And now for a satisfying part, to mix all of the sugar in with the scrub base. And now we get to whip it up some more. And now what you have is a very fluffy, scoopable, beautiful base. I absolutely love this scrub. It's so soft and it exfoliates your skin so well because of the high amount of sugar that's in it. And I mean, just, I love it. So if you want, you can add all your fragrance to this. If you're making a lot of body scrubs, just go ahead and add your fragrances. But because I am making different fragrances, I have to separate each one, add the fragrance to that, then add the coloring, and yeah, fun process. But I know you guys will absolutely love, love, love this sugar scrub. It's an emulsified sugar scrub. It's absolutely beautiful. And the best part about it is it's not like a regular sugar scrub where it'll leave your skin like greasy, because we add the emulsifying wax in there. As soon as the scrub hits the water, it turns into lotion, and I'll show you guys what I mean when I get finished making all of these wonderful scrubs. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video of how I make my base scrubs. Like I said, this is going to be split up into think 5 different fragrances, which is why I made so much. But if you wanted to, you can adjust the recipe and make as much as you want or as little as you want. They are absolutely perfect, and I get so many compliments from my coworkers and my customers, and they absolutely love the scrubs. They love the fragrances. So if you guys want to check out my body scrubs, I'll leave the link down to them below. And if you guys have tried my body scrubs or want to try to make your own following my recipe, let me know how it goes for you, and I would love to hear from it. So let me know down in the comments section. I hope you guys like this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I will be posting more videos about how I make the individual scrubs at a later date. So until next time, I will talk to you guys later.